Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are at in the world. And welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie. And then leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this a general reading resonates with you. This is a general, not a personal. Okay. So if you're saying that this happened to you last year or a while ago, then this isn't your message. It's that simple. All right. Um, Leave me a comment below. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss when I go live or when I post videos. I am planning on doing a live stream giving people readings, not like I'm doing now, actual personal readings. So make sure that you hit that little bell so that you don't miss your time or your chance to get a reading from me. All right. So this video is a midweek energy check-in for the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So angels, what do you want to address with the element of fire today? Midweek energy check-in. Please and thank you. What do you want to address with the element of fire? Please and thank you. On the bottom of the deck, so a past life relationship. So somebody that you're in a relationship with, you have known in a past life. Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal, a pen, an article, or a book. So this can be talking about Akashic records. Somebody may have the ability to access the Akashic records and see their past lives or read about their past lives. For some of you, this could be the one you met. You've already met the romantic partner you seek because they're past life individuals. But you have somebody who's being deceptive in a relationship. So third party situation. So definitely somebody could have accessed your Akashic records, or you did this fire sign. I accessed somebody's Akashic records and seeing that perhaps you had a past life with an individual. Maybe in a past life you were in a third situation with them. All right, so let's go ahead. Or you're in a third party situation now. So Metatron, focus on your higher priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So Archangel Metatron is telling you, focus on your higher priorities. You're here on Earth. You have a special mission here on Earth. A time apart is on the horizon. For some of you, you may be in separation with a past life individual. Okay. Some of you also could be what I call automatic writers. You may sit down and be able to channel messages directly from the divine. Or for some of you with the creative writing, you may have a telepathic communication. Thank you, Spirit. Telepathic communication with this person. That's because you've had a past life with this person. And it is definitely, this is somebody that maybe you're seeking. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Somebody could be hearing your thoughts, or you could be hearing their thoughts, even though you're in separation. But you also may have somebody who is in the mix trying to deceive you about a particular relationship, creating arguments, creating conflicts between a relationship here. This is somebody who could have revealed their innermost selves to somebody to create conflicts and a relationship with somebody. Somebody could be a counselor, or you could just be a natural medium or a natural, like telepathic individual. That may be a natural gift that you have. You may be able to sit down and channel messages directly from Archangel Gabriel. I feel like Archangel Gabriel is directing you two, right? Through communication, like higher self communication while you're in separation. I don't know why, but I feel like our signs, I'm speaking to my twin flamers here. How many of you just seen that orb? Yeah, I clean out the energy and they just, they're just there, right? So you both have a higher priority here on earth. So while you're in separation, you may have your own, how do I want to say, so you have your own paths to walk. So like, for instance, for my twin flamers here, people who identify with being a twin flame journey, when you're in a twin flame journey, it's not always about romance. A twin flame journey is about walking the journey in the dark to heal kinds of wounds that maybe you are carrying from a past life individual or in a past life that you need to work on in this life because you have a special journey here as a twin flame. Okay, while you're on your journey, they're on their journey doing the same thing, right? Doing the same thing here while you're in separation, working on those wounds, healing thyself so that you can come into sacred union within yourself and be able to attract a like-minded individual to you. Okay. Um, Even though you may be in separation, you're still connected. You're connected by Archangel Gabriel or your higher self here. I feel like there is definitely somebody who could be feeling a bit depressed here. You got this man with his hand over his heart. You do have some angels in the background here who are working on both of you. Helping you to focus on your higher priorities, to get you motivated to work on that heart space. Because these, I know they're romance angels, but I use them for heart cards. Working on that heart space. So you both may be like violet flame, twin flames. You may be violet. All right, Archangel Metatron, show me some wisdom here. Show me some wisdom for the element of fire. Please and thank you. Chaos and conflict. 33. Master number 33. A new life. 333 could be very significant. And then you have the overlay of 9. Building blocks. Yeah. So a new life. So through the chaos and the conflict, you're actually building a new life. So you're being asked to remain in the here and now, right? Remain in the present moment. The past is gone. In the future, you are writing. You're creating your future. You are literally writing in your Akashic records. Because right now, the future is unwritten. The future is unwritten. Right? The future is unwritten and there's nothing you can do about the past. You both have a deep knowing, perhaps of the fact that you both have a higher power, that there is a higher power out there, that you're not alone, right? You have a higher power walking with you. I'm talking to my chosen ones who are divinely protected while you're in between the worlds, in between um, your old life and your new life. So you're building up to something. So the wisdom is through the chaos and the conflict, while you're in separation, this is where you need to focus on your high heart. You need to focus on your wounds. You need to focus on what maybe perhaps created this separation so that you could master it. 3, 3, 3, and 9. 9 talks about hard lessons. Lessons that are learned, complete a cycle so that you two could come back together. Disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. And that's what I feel. While you're in separation, you need to value the chaos because chaos comes before the order does, right? The order of, maybe getting your envelopes, knowing what you're meant to do here on earth as one flame, right? Opposed Oh, okay. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the chaos that serves you well. As you become unmoored by it, scattered into the winds, you leave behind the parts of self you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. What did I say about the twin flames? When you go into separation, right? You go and search in that dark night of the soul to find all the missing parts of who you are so that you can heal them, so that you can address them, so that you can face the shadow side. All right. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than just one side of a situation, right? Focusing on your higher priorities, seeing both sides of a situation, why you two came into separation or why you two are in separation for some of you. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you need to take a shower and step away from fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than be understood. So you have to be understanding. This will help you to organize your thoughts so that you could see both sides with the three energy. See both sides of a situation here when it comes to your new life. Again, see, this is a number 39. A 333 with an overlay of 9 talks about the lessons, the storms, the chaos. These are hard lessons so that the cycle can complete. 3, 6, 9. And that's the key, right? The key is to look at it as just a moment in time to step away from the fray. As within, so without. So you could be definitely at cross purposes with somebody. The deception, third party situation where there is conflict and arguments. Knowing, right? This person is the one you're looking for. You both are connected to Archangel Gabriel. But one of you is in a third party situation. Somebody is wearing a mask of deception. And that could be why you guys went into separation to begin with. Because listen, when you are on a twin flame journey and you're in a third party situation, which means you are just the side piece, the secret mistress, or you don't want to be tied down to anybody, and you got somebody out doing their deed with somebody else and then coming back to you being that elf on a shelf. There is something within you that needs to be healed as to why you allow that kind of a situation to happen, right? So sometimes it's just best to, instead of being in conflict within yourself or judging yourself or being overcritically of yourself, it's time to see something differently. Like they're showing me the hangman. See something differently. What part of yourself are you sacrificing? Okay. I'm just going to leave that there, but we are talking about relationships. So stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. Hello, stubbornness. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self. What did I say about that elf on a shelf? And what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground, higher priorities? That the fact that you're really not separated, you're still connected mentally, just not physically. And listen, both of you with the energy of 3 are feeling it, right? This is like a mirror counterpart. Your violet flames, your twin flames, right? You're a violet flame, twin flame. So when you're going through the storm of emotions, they're hearing it and feeling it too. Soon the air will be clear and you will be in a much better place, and for the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. New life. 39. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. And that's what they're telling you. Use this time in separation constructively. All right, what are the crows warning the fire about? So somebody could be in a karmic relationship here with the third party situation. All right, what are the crows warning the element of fire about? Fear. And how fear plays a role in your mindset. See the crow on the hat? How fear plays a mindset in your role on a twin flame journey. Something about the brain. If only had a brain, right? You are protected. Hello. What did I say about being divinely protected? You are protected. Some of you are protected from this past life individual who wants to come to your door being all curious. How did you take those stones I threw at you to build, build something to reach a goal, right? That's what they're curious about. This is a past life karmic individual who is creating a lot of conflicts, who's created a lot of arguments and conflicts. Could have something to do with a book. It could have something to do with creative writing. Maybe some of you are, like I said, how do I say it? Automatic writers, right? Yeah, you're definitely gifted. Definitely. So what you need to understand is you got this person who is a past life karmic individual who's created a lot of conflict, a lot of chaos in your mental body when it comes to being divinely protected. This is definitely somebody, not just a past, but a past in the past in this life. And now they're very curious as to all them rocks I thrown at you, and you still built yourself up to reach. Oh, how did you do that, right? How did you do that? They're coming in to be curious. For some of you, they could be very fearful as to you finding out that they are the root issue of some sort of conflict when it comes to relationship. Okay? Here. Okay. Fire signs. You see crows hang around a scarecrow. At some point, I'm sure they were once afraid of it, but over time with knowledge, that fear disappeared. Are there old beliefs passed down from generation to generation that hold you back out of fear? Fear asks that you examine your beliefs. Are they in sync with your reality? So I do feel like somebody is afraid that you're going to find out what they did. Yeah, somebody's definitely in fear. But like whoever this was, they tried to scare you. They tried to scare you at some point to make you think that you was not divinely protected. So over the time of separation is a time for you to allow this chaos, this conflict, this fear to disappear. Some of you are here to break generational curses. So you're being asked to examine your belief systems, your higher self, your higher priorities, your higher calling. You're here for our higher calling. That's why you're on a twin flame journey. So I'm talking to my chosen ones. All right. Alrighty. So prioritize Archangel Metatron for the element of fire. So again, third party situation, being that elf on the shelf. And the whole time they were stabbing you in the back by accessing your Akashic records to assess your journey. Prioritize. Give me prioritize. Yeah, Ace of Michael. This is all about your higher self. Right? Getting some sort of an idea. So Archangel Metatron is working with your higher self, helping you to get organized and motivated. When it comes to separation, this definitely talks about that fear in your mental body. So he's bringing you the truth. He's saying, don't allow the fear, the chaos, the conflict to hinder your journey. Don't allow it. You definitely, whoever I'm talking to, fire signs, you definitely have a higher connection with your angels. You have a telepathic you have telepathic communication not only with your angels but with this twin flame. You do. So it's like they hear what you hear, they hear what you think. Separation. Separate. Yeah. So while you're in separation with this person, you need to work on that heart space, because it says listen with your heart, listen to your heart. And we're talking about the heart space here. While you're in separation, now is a time to work on your heart space. And while you are in separation and you're working on this heart, you need to start believing in yourself. You need to start believing in your higher self. You need to start believing in your angels. You need to start believing in downloads that you're getting. Restart believing in the fact that what you are hearing may not all be your thoughts. So you need to start believing in the fact that you're protected, what you're here to do on a twin flame journey. You need to start believing that there really is no separation. You're not separated from your angels. You just had somebody who wanted you to think that. They wanted to cause conflict in the relationship that you have with your angels because they didn't want you to believe in yourself. They didn't want you to believe in the divine messages that you were getting. They wanted you to be in this fear that you lost your divine protection. They wanted you in this chaos, this conflict. 3, 6, 9 is very significant here. All right, wisdom with chaos and conflict. 5, what did I say? They wanted you to feel as though you were left out cold. They wanted you to feel as though you have to go through everything alone. That you're left out in the cold, that you're abandoned. Look, negative thoughts create fulfilling prophecies. Yeah, right? You're a prophet. You're a prophet or prophetess. So you had this third party situation, a karmic past life person who knew, they accessed your Akashic records and knew that you were a prophet. And they knew that if they played a lot of head games with you, right, kept you in this energy of fear, that this fear would play a major role in you trusting your higher self, in you listening to your heart. So they created a lot of challenges here on earth so that you would stay in this negative thought process of feeling abandoned, feeling rejected, nobody wanting to be around you. Because they know that your thoughts, Asa Michael, your thoughts are magnetic. What you think about, you bring about. That's why they didn't want you to believe in yourself. They didn't want you to believe in your heart. They didn't want you, they wanted you to feel separated, abandoned, alone. Look, Archangel Metatron. I kid you not. Look, Archangel Metatron. Metatron is coming out in his fire rating. It's like almost like they thought that they were your master and you were the dog, right? They wanted to keep you down. All right, give me fear. Eight of Raphael. So congratulations, fire signs. I feel like you're walking away from this negative emotional body and you're going to do what's right for you. And that goes back to the Ace of Swords. You're going to do what is right for you. You're going to focus on your higher priorities. You're going to focus on the fact that this person was just trying to play a lot of mind games with you. Right? 5 and an 8 is a 13 plus 1 is a 14, which is a 5 energy, which talks about changes. Changes that you can make while you are down here on a twin flame journey. You need to trust your heart. You're really not separated from them. You are connected through telepathy, through your higher self. Because you're a twin flame. You're a violet twin flame. You're not just any twin flame. You're a violet twin flame. Okay? So I feel like this is beautiful because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, even though the crows have warned you, I feel like you have faced that fear, you face that shadow side because you know that your fear, your mind plays a big role down here on earth. That's what I feel. And I feel like 369, you have found the key. You have found the key to clear up any problem that you are having, connecting to your angels, connecting to your higher self, connecting to your twin flame, your other half, your divine counterpart for some of you. You had to do what was right for you. You know that you have a special spiritual journey down here. You know you do. Right? So your loyalty to do what was right for you is going to pay off. Yeah, you found peace because you released yourself from that burden. And now you're going to have a reason to celebrate coming together in flame, where you two are going to be on the same page. You're going to be in balance in giving and receiving. This is coming in a very unexpected way. You two are going to collaborate together. I feel like, yeah, this is like as if by magic. I'm telling you, as if by magic. You're going to be moving on to what you're here to do, right? By letting go of any confusion and making some sort of a decision to learn to trust your heart. Oh, look at this. To learn to trust your heart. See, that card popped off there. This person did not want you to trust your heart, right? So I feel like you're making a decision here. Yeah, you're definitely making a decision. 999 is very significant. To heal any emotional wound of low self-esteem, low value, right? Is stand in your power of confidence, kindness, controlling that inner beast, that fear, Mongol, right? So I do feel somebody has found peace by letting go of any past energies here and moving on, because you know you have a special here. It says let go and let God, right? So you have a special connection with the high ups, the angels, source, whatever you want to call it. And you are going to be rewarded for the work that you put in. And it's coming in an unexpected way. And I feel like you are also coming into the balance between your masculine and feminine, your light and your dark here. Because you know, right? You know that this was just an emotion. What comes before the 8 of Cups is the 7 of Cups. Confusion, procrastination, illusions, right? So it's like you decided to say, you know what? I'm going to make a decision. And I'm going to do what is right for me. I don't care what anybody else has to say. If they don't believe in me, that's fine, right? You don't have to believe in me. I have to believe in me. And that's what's important. So your transformation is here with the peace card. Your transformation here. So we have 13, 13. You could be seeing 1, 3, 3, 3. You could be seeing 13, 13, which adds up to a 4, 4, 4, 4. But I am seeing 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. And then we have a 1 here. Okay, so you could be seeing 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 3, 3, 3, if I haven't said that already. All right, so give me a final message for the element of fire. Yeah. So now is your time to breathe. Take this time to thank your angels. See, look at the angels standing behind you. Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease, knowing you're there. And that's exactly it. You're trusting your divine protection. And you're stepping back from these negative emotions, causing a lot of conflict within you. With the 5 and the 3, 3, which adds up to a 6. 1, 1, 1 is very significant. 11, 11. So thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving you. And that's exactly what you're doing. You are stepping back from anything that does not serve you, right? That is challenging you, right? And you're moving on. Soul expansion. Yes. Your conscious is expanding. You understand the connection between all things, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're understanding the connection between you and another person. You're understanding the connection between you and everybody. We're all one, right? We're all literally connected. Paul the Venetian, share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Inner voice, manifesting miracles. Definitely getting your clairaudience activated here. You're learning to trust that still small voice again within you. You are going to experience why? Because you're a violet flame. So you're feeling waves of communication, inspiration, right? From your inner voice. And you know that you're being guided on a journey. You know that you're manifesting miracles, right? You already know the answer you seek. You know it. Look, Archangel Metatron, clearing out them chakras, clearing out them vibes, so that you could trust your intuition. So that is what I got for you, fire signs. Thank you for watching. These are from my high vibrational fire signs, by the way. If you're a low vibrational fire sign and you've been spiritually doing bad, this isn't for you. Okay? But if you're a high vibrational fire sign, like my favorite Sagittarius, Mrs. Judy, these messages are for you, babe. Um, and my other high fire signs as well. I'm talking to my twin flamers. Okay. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And remember to hit that bell so that you know when I go live again, because I am going to do readings. All right. I'm going to offer people readings live. So thank you for watching and have a great